I'm coming in hot.
Greetings, esteemed engineering students. My name is Sir Godson, and I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to impart my knowledge and expertise upon you during this informative tutorial. In the coming minutes, we will delve into a variety of topics, which are the description of your community and then insertion and captioning, which are essential to your understanding of the CENG project structure, as well as engineering principles and practices on report writing. I have no doubt that you will find the material to be both engaging and illuminating. So let us embark upon this journey of discovery together and emerge with a newfound appreciation for the fascinating field of engineering. I look forward to our time together. Today is day 4 of CENG in 7 days, powered by NKay Study, College of Engineering, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Let's quickly look at the summary of the session or outline of the tutorial. So today we'll be looking at the information session, the practical session, and then summary and overview. So for today, first of all, we'll talk about the community description, which will take 31% of our time, and then the second one we'll be talking about the practical session, which is the insertion and then captioning. Right, so you see with this one is a practical session, so it will take a lot of our time, which is 59% of our time. And then we have the summary and overview of today's tutorial. This will be the outline of the tutorial, and then I hope you enjoy this and then you gain more information from today's tutorial. So let's continue with what we have for today. So first of all, we'll be talking about community description. Now, engineering report writing, community description is a section of the report that provides information about the community that will be affected by the proposed project. You get it? Good. So you are describing a community which will be affected by the proposed project, as simple as ABCD. And then this section typically includes information about, one, the demographics of the community. We also have latitude and longitude, if possible. Also talk about the economic status, the current state of the community's infrastructure and public services, community size, history, and then notable features, right? Amazing. So these are some of the pertinent factors you should include in your description, right? Amazing. So for the first one, I think I should give a brief explanation to that, right? So when we talk about demographics refers to the statistical characteristics of a population, such as age, gender, income, race, educational level, and occupation, right? Good. So these characteristics are used to describe and analyze the population, often for the purpose of understanding and addressing social and economic issues. Do you get it? So you see, social issue, we are actually looking for a problem in the community, and then we propose a solution to it. Do you get it? Good. So it is very, very important to note that as well. And then demographics are typically collected through surveys, consensus, and are used to study and compare different populations. This is a brief explanation to demographics, right? Amazing. So I just said that demographics are typically collected through surveys and consensus, right? Good. So I think this has already been done by an agency in the country, so it wouldn't be a problem, right? Good. So you could also do it yourself, but then it will be a stressful task, right? Good. So this is what we must include in our description, right? Good. So let's look at the source of the information. You could also search for the information on Wikipedia, right? Good. So now, whenever you search something on the internet, because you are writing reports, we need to avoid cases of plagiarism. So what we do is that we have to add the information we took from Wikipedia in the reference section, right? Very, very important. So let's look at how we could do that. We'll take a critical look at NKay's send reports, and then we'll try and then access the information on Wikipedia. So let's dive into that. Amazing. So this is the description of NK's community, right? Good. So first of all, he mentioned the name of his community, right? Good. So which is Kote Diako, which is very, very important. So this will be the community which is affected by the problem. Do you get it? And then he's proposing a solution to that problem. Amazing. So you could see when you read this, you could pause the video and then read over this, right? After you read over this, you come back and then you see what I'm trying to demonstrate. Amazing. So here you could see that he also talked about the infrastructure. Okay, let me say he also introduced the basic infrastructure of his community, like schools, right? Schools, life community center, which is a health facility, industries that produce drinking water, and a whole lot. Do you get it? And then you see, he also mentioned nearby towns. He also mentioned nearby towns like said some communities surrounding Kote could include this. Do you get it? Good. So it is very, very important to introduce this as well, because most of the communities, most of the surroundings of your community could also be affected by that problem, but then it wouldn't be intense as that of your community. Do you get it? So you should introduce that as well. It is very, very important. And then you could see that he went on the straight format. He didn't include latitudes and longitudes, blah, blah, blah. The reason is that you are just giving a description of a community, right? Good. The source of information could be different. It could be that you can write it on your own, you could describe it, or you could just go on the internet and then search for it, right? Good. So if you are writing it, then you need to have the format of writing it, and then you need to introduce a part where it would give a brief opening of your problem. You get it? Because you are describing your community. Your community is being affected by a problem you are about to propose a solution to. You get it? So you should kind of introduce it inside. You get it? Something small. Very, very simple, right? Amazing. So that will be it. Description of the community is very, very simple, right? Good. So that is it. That is it. Amazing. Yes. So let's quickly go on the internet and see how we could find information on it. It's good. So we could come here and then just type description of the account. That's it. Amazing. So you see that it comes here, Wikipedia comes here, and then you could click on Wikipedia, and then you would have some information about that. Do you get it? Good. But then this is not that detailed. This is not that detailed. So you see, because it was not that detailed here, maybe he had the mind set to actually do it himself. You get it? But then there are some communities that when you search, it will come with a lot of info. Let me see description of the description of Ablikuma, Ablikuma community is a community in Accra. You get it? So when you click on that, you could see that here the location comes. Ablikuma is located along blah 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 with the coordinates. Do you get it? Amazing. So this one has quite detailed information. Right, good. So most of them you should add your own info about that. Do you get it? Because maybe the information on the internet wouldn't be of your need. Do you get it? Maybe you wouldn't get all the necessary information there. So you could add just following the format, and then you could do that. It's very good. So let's move on to the next task. So on our next task, we'll be talking about insertion in Microsoft Word. So in Microsoft Word, we could insert a whole lot of different objects inside the document. So you could insert tables, pictures, charts, smart arts, a whole lot. You get it? So if you want to insert something, you just move on to the insert tab. Now, when you look at this, you could see that we have tables, illustrations, add-ins, and a whole lot. Do you get it? Good. So in this CENG projects, we would be using tables, pictures, let me say illustrations, charts, smart arts, a lot, right? Good. So what we'll do is that we are just going to look at the ones that it will be of need for this project, right? Good. So we would also be using page numbers, headers, and footers as well, right? Good. So here, let me quickly introduce you to the headers, right? Good. So in some designs, some people, when they want to design their cover page, they insert this banded, what's the name? Header, and then they write engineering in society, engineering in society, society, CENG 291, right? Good. So this will be your header, right? Good. So this is the header, and then you could insert, you write your university name, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science, you write everything here, and then you could also include some pictures, right? Good. So let me try and insert some pictures here. Downloads. So maybe I want to insert this picture here, right? Good. So this is a form of a picture that I've inserted, right? Good. So that is how we insert pictures. It is very simple. And then you could also do something you call a screenshot. You could just take a screenshot of maybe a site you are on. You don't want to save the picture. You don't want to download it and then come and insert a long process. You just want to take a screenshot of it. Now, the screenshot side, we have the screen clipping, right? Good. So if you want to clip the screen, it will send you to the immediate site you visited. Do you get it? So this one is my desktop screen. That is the one I visited before coming to Microsoft Word. So I want to just tap this one and then to be inserted in the document, right? So that is the screenshot side. And then we also have something we call the chat, right? Good. So sometimes when you do a survey, or you take some data from your community, you want to insert a chat. Do you get it? We have bar charts, we have ones in the form of a line, pie charts, we have area form, surface, radar, tree map, and a whole lot. Do you get it? So assuming you want to draw a pie chart, right? Good. So you just click on pie chart. You select the one that you want. So let me say I want to use this one, right? Good. So when I click on it, it comes, right? Good. Now, when it comes, an Excel sheet opens up here. So what you do is that you see this side, the blue portion is called first quarter. This side is called the second quarter. This one, third quarter, and a whole lot. So you could change it here. Do you get it? So maybe you conducted survey and then you were asking people whether they should select yes, no, maybe, later, etc., etc. So what you do is that type yes here and then you choose. So how many people? So you grade it down to, let's say, 9.8, right? Good. So see that when you're done, everything will be changed here, right? Good. So second quarter, let me say no. So no, 6.5, right? Good. And then you see that it changes. Get it? The size changes. And then let's say maybe was, let me say, 3.2. So with 3.2, you see the size changes, right? Good. And then later, data, let's say 4.2. Get it? So this will be the nature of your pie chart, right? Good. Now you could edit, you could change the colors here. You could go here, you could change the colors and different colors appears, right? You could also change the style, how you want it to look like. You could do it like this, you could change it depending on the one that suits you, right? Good. So that is it, right? Good. So this is how you insert it. When you're done, you see here has been written what sales, right? So you could change that here. Good. So what you do is that let me right click on this side, and then I could just change it to community survey, right? I'm done. You get it? So that is how we do it. And then we could also insert a page break. Maybe you want to move on to the next page, just click on page break, right? Good. But then you see that the header appears here, right? You could remove it, right? And then everything will be over, right? Good. So that is it. Now let's look at how, I would have to close this. Let's look at how I would insert a table. Now, inserting a table, there are different forms of tables that you could insert, right? You could draw it on your own, or you could just go to quick tables. You look at the one that fits for your work, and then you choose. Right? Amazing. Yes. So that is it. You start editing and a whole lot. Or if you want, you could just draw it on your own. You could type the number of columns, the number of rows, and then everything will be inserted. Do you get it? Good. So when you're done, you could also change how it will look like, right? Everything is here. You could also change the shading. You could change the color, everything, right? Good. Depending on what you've selected, right? Very, very simple. Amazing. So that is it. And then we could also insert smart art. Smart art they are just objects that has already been built by the program. You get it? So let me say I want to introduce a process. You get it? A smart art for a process. What I'll do is that I'll select, maybe there are 3 processes, right? Good. So what I'll do is that I'll just select this one and I'll type my text. Let's say step 1. You could also edit it, right? Good. You could edit it here. How it will look like step 1. Let me say step 2, and then step 3, right? Good. So amazing, amazing. That is it. And then you could also change the style to more of a 3D form, right? Good. You could change it depending on how you want to use it, right? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Amazing. So for insert, you could insert a whole lot. You could also insert a page number, right? Good. So let's look at something very, very important here. When you take a critical look at some reports, let me show you one report here. Let me show you one report here. I have a report here to show here. Now, amazing. Look at something. You see that with this person's report, you see when he started with the cover page, he named it as I. The acknowledgement, I. The table of contents, I. The abstract, Vin, list of figures, Vin. And then the introduction, he started numbering from 1. You get it? Now, the reason why we are doing this is because of our table of content. When you're generating your table of content, it's relevant to insert page numbers, right? So how do we insert page numbers of different forms? How do we do that? Because this one has Roman numerals and then this one has the normal numbers, right? Good. So let's quickly look at how we will do that as well. Amazing. So with here, what I'll do is that, let me see, I have this to be my first page, right? Good. So let me quickly remove this. Let me quickly remove this one from there because I've already inserted that. We'll remove it from here. Let me see whether this one has that. Good. So this one doesn't have it. So what I'll do is that I want to insert a page number, right? Good. So what I'll do is that the page number, you could insert it at the top or at the bottom, page margins, or at the current position. For the current position, it will insert it at where your cursor is being located, right? Good. So what we will do is that we want it at the bottom of the page, right? Good. But before that, let's format it. Now, when you want to format the number, the numbering, what you do is that you come to this side, like what I just did. Let me just repeat the step again. So insert page numbers, you go to format page numbers. Now you select the one that you want. You see, we have 1, 2, 3 negatives, small letters for the alphabets, capital, and then the Roman numeral. So we select this one, right? Good. So maybe you want to start at II, or let's say III or something. So we want to start at I, right? Good. So what we do is that it has not been inserted yet, but we have to insert it, right? Good. So we want it at the bottom of our page, so in the middle. So you see this one has it. So this one will be I, this one will be II, this one will be III, right? Good. So that is it. That is it. But sometimes, maybe when you have your cover page before this actual page, you could press or you could select the different from first page and then it wouldn't appear. Do you get it? Good. So you see with this one, when I selected different from first page, the first page has no numbering. It just continues from II and then III. Do you get it? Good. So I can unselect that and then it will come back to its original form. Do you get it? Good. So what I'll do is that let me see from this side, let me insert another page. Let me insert another page and let me put something there. Let me put something there. Let me put this there. It's not relevant, but then I want the pages to be covered, right? Good. So let me insert another page. Let me insert another page and then let me put, let's say, a shape there. It's not relevant, but then I just want the pages to be covered, right? Good. So here, what we are going to do is that, you see, from assuming what we had here, you see from here, it started from chapter one, that is the introduction side. He started naming from 1. Do you get it? So we want the number to be different when we start from this page, right? Good. So how do we do that? Let's quickly go to our Word document, right? Good. So you could see that assuming the title page, assuming this is the title page, let me see, this is the title page. I named it I. This is the side for acknowledgement, II, abstract, table of contents, blah, blah, blah. And I want to start with the introduction. What I'll do is that, so assuming this ends the maybe list of tables and figures, right? What I'll do is that I would insert new page, right? Good. Now that new page, I would want to start from I. But then if I insert the new page, you would see that it will continue numbering with VIN II. Get it? So what I'll do is that I would have to select this one, right? You see, it is written here same as previous, right? Good. But then I would have to change that. So I'll go to the page number side, format page numbers, and then I'll change it to what? 1, 2, 3. Now, you see here, the page numbering, this one has been selected. Continue from previous section. No, I want you to start at 1. Do you get it? So I would, if I change this option, it will change the same as previous. So I would go to start at, and then maybe I want to start from maybe 1. Do you get it? So I'll just click on 1 and then it will change. Do you get it? So now here will be 1, right? Good. Here will be 2. You get, and then it will continue, right? Good. So you see now here is vein, this side is I vein, blah, blah, blah. But then this side is what? 1, 2. And then you could see that when you continue with your, let me insert another page here. Let me insert another page here and let's see what happens. So when I insert another page, you see it continues numbering. Get it? It's continuous numbering, as simple as ABCD, right? Good. So you could also change the style of your numbering. You get it? You want to change the style of your numbering, right? So what you do is that you want to use this one, right? Good. So this is another style, but then it will change for the rest, because you see, this one was a new style I did, and then this one has been same for previous, same for previous. You get it? So it will be the same as the one I did here. So if it doesn't work for yours, then you have to go through that procedure, and then you change it to start at, and then it will continue. So you'd have to link. It is very, very important. You would have to link the document. You get it? So you see this one, page I, that is the style. I vein, you get it? Vein, and then page 1, you get it? So that is how we work on that. So you see, this is very, very simple, right? Very, very simple. That is how we work on that. So I think for today's session, we've discussed a lot, right? We've discussed a lot about setting and doing a lot of stuff. Do you get it? So I think this will be the most important side for our tutorial, right? Good. So you could also insert footnotes and then different style depending on what you want. Some people want their reports to have footnotes. Some of them, let me show you something in NKay's report, right? Let me show you some part of his report where you could find some notes under, right? Good. So you see something like this. We want to insert something like this in our document. So how do we do that? So I want to insert a footnote here. What do? I would have to send the cursor to where I want to insert the footnote, right? So I want to insert it at this point. Now, what I'll do is that I'll move on to the references tab, and then I'll click on insert footnotes. So you could see that a line appears here, and then you could type anything you want here. CENG 291 report. Right, you could write different stuffs here. You get it? When you click on any part on the document, it's now your footnote now appears. Do you get it? Amazing. So that will be your footnote, right? Very, very simple. And then we have something we call captioning, right? For captioning, I think we've covered it in the previous tutorial, but then let me quickly run through that. Now, captioning is very, very important. Just like the way captioning is just like you giving names to specific figures and tables in your document. Do you get it? So let me say I inserted this chart. Do you get it? This pie chart? So I would want to name this, right? I would want to name this. So what I'll do is that I would have to insert a caption. Do you get it? To this selected words. To this selected figure. Do you get it? So insert caption. So this is figure 1. I'll say pie chart for community survey, right? So I want to make it select above selected item or below it. Do you get it? Good. So I want it below, right? Good. So when I'm done, you see it appears here, right? Good. So that is it. Very, very simple. And then we also have tables. Let me insert a table here. Let me insert a table here. Okay. This is a table, right? Very, very simple. I could type anything inside, right? So when you're done, maybe you would want to action this one. So with this one, you just right click on the table and then you go to the insert caption. Very simple. But this one is a table, so you have to change the label to what? Table. Do you get it? Now you can add to table, or maybe you could say data for anything you want to write. You get it? You are just trying to caption it. Do you get it? So this one will be a table. right? Good. So when you are generating, this one will help you when you want to generate your table of figures, and then I think list of figures and then list of tables, right? Good. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah, I think that is the right way to say that. It's good. So I think with this, we are through with the most relevant part of our discussion for today. So what I would like to say is that let's try and make good use of this video because it is very, very important for us as engineers because we'll be working on a lot of reports. So that is what I would like to say. Yes. So we are through with captioning, right? Good. And then we are done. I think we are done. Yes. So this will be the end of today's tutorial, day 4 of 7 days CENG tutorial powered by NKay Study. Thank you for your unwavering attention. Stay blessed. Make sure you do your reports with high energy and then make sure you are confident about what you are doing. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.
I'm coming in hot.